This is the story of baby River and her 7 furry guardians. The moment I saw my German Shepherd Roman gently nudge my newborn daughter's tiny hand with his nose, I knew something extraordinary was happening right before my eyes. My husband looked at me with tears streaming down his face, and we both realized our family had just transformed into something we never imagined possible. For years, I believed my 7 German Shepherds were my only children. They filled our home with joy, chaos, and unconditional love. But when we discovered I was pregnant with River, everything shifted. Fear crept in. What if they didn't accept her? What if their protective instincts turned into something dangerous? These massive dogs, each weighing over 80 pounds, could easily harm a fragile newborn. The anxiety kept me awake at night, scrolling through forums, reading every article about introducing babies to large dogs. If you're still watching and haven't subscribed yet, I need to tell you something that breaks my heart. You're about to witness one of the most beautiful bonds I've ever seen, and I want you to be part of our journey. These moments with River and her protectors happen every single day, and sharing them with you means everything to our family. Please hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of their incredible story together. We started preparing months before River arrived. My husband brought home blankets from the hospital with her scent, letting each dog investigate and memorize her smell. Their reaction stunned us completely. Tails wagged uncontrollably, noses twitched with curiosity. But most importantly, their body language showed pure gentleness and acceptance. It was as if they instinctively understood this tiny human needed their protection. The day we brought River home from the hospital, my hands trembled as I carried her through the front door, 7 pairs of eyes fixed on the bundle in my arms. The house fell silent. Then, one by one, they approached slowly, carefully, as if they knew she was fragile. Roman, our alpha male, was the first. He sniffed her head gently, then looked up at me with eyes that seemed to say, "I'll protect her with my life." That moment changed everything. As weeks turned into months, their bond deepened in ways I never anticipated. Wherever River crawls, her 7 shadows follow. When she takes her afternoon naps, at least 3 dogs position themselves around her crib like sentinels. If she cries, they rush to find me, barking urgently until I attend to her needs. They've appointed themselves as her personal security team, and they take their job incredibly seriously. Roman has emerged as River's primary guardian. Their connection transcends anything I've seen between a child and a dog. He refuses to leave her side. When she learned to crawl, Roman walked beside her, matching her pace perfectly. If she ventured too close to the stairs, he'd gently block her path with his massive body. When she pulled herself up to stand for the first time, he stood right there, letting her grip his fur for balance. He's not just her protector, he's her best friend, her companion, her brother. People often express concern when they see videos of River surrounded by these giant dogs. "Aren't you worried she'll get hurt?" they ask. "What if they knock her over?" I understand their fears, but they don't see what I see every single day. These dogs possess an awareness that's almost supernatural. They move carefully around her, adjusting their strength and energy to match her fragility. When they play, they're gentle. When they cuddle, they're tender. They seem to understand she's precious. River has started imitating her furry siblings in the most adorable ways. She crawls alongside them, attempts to howl when they bark, and even tried eating from their food bowls once before I caught her. She doesn't see herself as different from them. In her innocent mind, she's just the smallest member of the pack. And honestly, maybe she's right. She's been accepted into their world completely, and they've welcomed her with open paws. Bath time has become a hilarious adventure. The moment River's in the tub, splashing and giggling, the dogs gather around. Sometimes 1 or 2 jump right in with her, creating chaos, but also pure joy. Hiking trips are never lonely. 7 German Shepherds trailing behind a stroller and make quite the parade. At the park, they form a protective circle around her, ensuring no stranger gets too close without our permission. They're her bodyguards, her playmates, her family. Of course, we maintain strict supervision. I never leave River alone with the dogs, no matter how much I trust them. We've established boundaries and rules that everyone follows. The dogs learned early that River's toys are off limits, that they must be gentle during play, and that aggressive behavior of any kind is absolutely unacceptable. Training was essential, and it's ongoing. Trust is earned through consistency, patience, and vigilance. One afternoon, something happened that proved just how deep their protective instinct runs. We were in the backyard and River had wandered toward the pool gate that we thought was latched. Before I even noticed, Roman sprinted across the yard, positioned himself between River and the gate, and barked loudly to alert me. My heart stopped. If he hadn't been watching, if he hadn't reacted so quickly, I don't want to think about what could have happened. That day, Roman became more than a pet. He became a hero. The incident shook me to my core, but it also opened my eyes to something profound. These dogs weren't just following commands or acting on instinct. They were making conscious choices to protect someone they loved. I started noticing the small details I'd missed before. The way they positioned themselves between River and strangers, how they gently nudge her away from anything potentially dangerous, the softness in their eyes when they looked at her. These weren't random behaviors. This was pure, unconditional love manifesting in every action they took. Watching River grow up with 7 loyal protectors fills me with emotions I can't fully describe. She's learning about love, loyalty, trust, and friendship from the best teachers imaginable. She's growing up understanding that family isn't defined by species, that love transcends all boundaries, and that some bonds are simply meant to be. These dogs have given her gifts that money can't buy: security, companionship, and unconditional acceptance. Every night after River falls asleep, I watch the dogs settle around her room. They take turns keeping watch as if they've created their own guard rotation. Their dedication amazes me constantly. They don't do this because they're trained to. They do it because they love her, because she's theirs to protect, because she's part of their pack. This journey with River and her 7 German Shepherds has taught me that love knows no boundaries. It's shown me that when you open your heart to possibilities, magic happens. These dogs aren't just pets sharing our home, they're family members who've embraced their little sister with fierce devotion and gentle hearts. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe dogs can truly sense when a baby needs extra protection and love? Or is it simply trained behavior that we interpret as emotional connection? Drop your answer in the comments below.